everybody, so this is going to be basically a review so far of my funded account. Currently I am up 2.75%. It is day one. My goal was to get 1% a day. I was in a very good trade today and I did add a little bit extra, and there was also a slight trading error which actually benefited me, so I do have to work on that, but for the most part today was a success. So I started the day with a slight markup around 7:30 to 8. Essentially, that markup was left over from yesterday, so I was already aware that GE was going to have some bullish momentum today, so I wanted to position myself. As you can see, I took a few entries. Overall, the largest entry probably ran for about 25 to 30 pips, and then every other entry after that was just a scale in. So that's how I believe it's possible to pass prop firms. You do have to use scale-ins. If you don't use scale-ins, it may be a little bit harder if unless you're like a really good swing trader. But as a scalper to intraday trader, I would say you definitely want to use more scale-ins and take advantage of great positions. So the position that I caught today, again, I only caught about 30 to 30 pips of the move on GU. The daily range is more than that typically, so it's not a problem to catch about 30 pips, but it is about how many scale-ins you use. I would say if you aim for at least 1% a day, you could definitely pass a challenge sooner than you'd expect. So at this rate, I think I should be able to get done with phase one, hopefully by the end of the week. But I'm in no rush. Again, I have 34 days total left, so I'm just gonna look for some more setups for this week. Just to reiterate, I trade ICT strategy, so that would basically be I use a few different confluences of his 80 plus PD arrays. So one of them that I use is when I use the Fibonacci, I take advantage of the premium versus discount array. Additionally, I use the fair value gaps, and additionally I use the OTE, so optimum trade entry. There's videos for optimum trade entry, fair value gap, premium discount array. I believe all of that is somewhat attached to the 2022 mentorship. There is a 2017 mentorship that has a lot of other things involved in it. But again, those are just some of the confluences I use. I've recently been working with a counterpart, and he's been explaining to me just the relevance of certain numbers, such as 369. That's something that I've been paying more attention to, just noticing at candles that are 369 and military time, so you add 12 hours, so 15, 18, and 21, I believe, or 24, 21, and 15, but also 12. So all those times, you'll notice if you put a line through the open, high, low, and close of those candles, it will be relevant to price action just depending on the day that you're in. But overall, like I said, I'm using ICT strategies. That's how I previously passed in about a week and some change. So I know that it's possible to pass in a short amount of time using the inner circle trader strategies. Particularly, I prefer to keep it simple. I don't currently use any indicators aside from some from Nephew Sam that may show me the sessions or possibly show me different specific areas that are relevant to, like, let's say ICT strategy. So kill zones, times. I don't use like the order block indicator, but I definitely use order blocks in my trading as well. I use that as maybe like a key point to pay attention to. I don't always take a trade based on an order block being somewhere, but I do pay attention to it knowing that there's many order blocks on the chart at any given time. So again, thank you for tuning in. This is really just talking about day one. So again, day one was a success. I'm gonna hope to follow up day one with a successful day two. The goal is to not over leverage. This trade today was only in about $140 drawdown, so that's not bad for the size of the account. I don't want to waste too much time trying to pass 50K accounts, so I'm going to try to do an account every week. That's my goal. So if I could pass one every week, about 8%, give or take, every week, if not a week and a half, that would be optimum. And then I'll scale up account sizes once I get payouts. But for now, I'm only going to be purchasing 50K accounts and just working slowly but surely at consistency and not getting distracted by trying to scale up too fast. I do watch a lot of trading funded trader interviews My Forex Funds interviews, FTMO interviews. So basically, anybody who's been funded that has an interview, I watch a lot of them. And one of the more recent ones I saw by a trader, I believe, out of the Funded Trader. I think he profited like about $20,000 for that episode. But essentially, he was just speaking about the fact that once you have about 200K, I think may have been a different podcast actually. But once you have about 200K in funding, you could essentially go full time. And again, I do want to go full time one day, but right now the goal is to at least equal/double my income. And in order to do that, I would definitely think a 200K account would be able to do that just based on the return I'm able to receive. So I'm going to shoot for something between like 3 to 6% on any given account for the month. I feel like that's more than acceptable. So if I hit 2%, I may just wait until a payout, then trade more, and then 2% every payout minimum, so 4% total. Just depending on how the splits look, I may adjust my target goals. But overall, if I'm focused on clean setups using risk management, it shouldn't be an issue. That's the thing about trading. You got to make sure that you have a tactical advantage, you have that risk management under control, you have that discipline under control. So just working towards a more focused approach overall, that would be the goal. Journaling consistently. So I did screenshot and take notes regarding the trade. I will share those as well, just to basically tie in my experience for the day. The day was about 2 to 3 hours long, so ended pretty quickly. I was on the phone with my counterpart. I won't reveal his name right now, but again, I was already in the trade before I spoke with him, but we just go back and forth about trades, because we want to create an environment where it's sort of like you're in a trade room or trading floor, as opposed to just trading solo. Sometimes you need to hear other people, see other people make mistakes or errors, just so you can learn for yourself. So there's a lot of good and bad associated with working with others, but I think there's more good if the person is focused and if you're in alignment on some of the goals that you have. So far I would say, like, I'm going to stick to my plan. Now that I'm up about 2.75%, I'm going to risk at least 1% per trade, if not 1.5%. So that way, hopefully, if I get like two more trades that can get me about 3-to-1 risk to reward, I will be able to pass the challenge sooner than later. That would be the goal. There's no rush, but I do want to just make sure that I try to do it in a timely fashion. And then again, there's no rush to scale up either. So it's just every week I had a 50K account. Unless you had a really, really bad week prior, then again, I won't be adding any more additional accounts to Chaos. I'll take a break. But for now, I think I'm back on the horse, and I'm back to understanding that I'm a walking ATM. The only thing limiting me is myself, and I just have to stay focused on my goals and follow my intuition and follow my plan. If you don't plan, you will fail. So I'm definitely gonna just follow the plan that I set forth. Can't fail if I just keep going. So it's all about effort. It's all about centering myself and understanding, that I have the power. So sometimes it's just important just not to get lost in the coulda, shoulda, woulda of the past. Just take your time when you have an opportunity and approach it with intensity and volume of effort. And Alex Ramarzi recently did a video just speaking about how luck plays no part when there's volume. Once you put in enough volume of sheer effort, that's luck. There's no form of luck other than continued effort. So just remaining focused, steadfast on your goals, and just sticking to them. So that's my plan on just staying focused. As long as I can attain 200 to 400K account before year's end, I'll be more than happy. And it's possible I could do that within the next 2 months. It really just depends on my patience and my ability to be grateful and have gratitude whenever there's profits looming. Again, this is Bruce Diedrich, just speaking about trading. I'm just trying to tell you how it goes, what's going on. Again, this was my day one. Not everyone's day one is going to be like this when they take a challenge. A lot of people experience drawdown. Initially, when I saw the first drawdown, I was like, oh, is it going to be drawdown? Slight drawdown, went into profit again. This is like 6 to 7 years experience. It's not that every trader can, just reap a profit whenever they want. And even me, I know I'm a slave to the market as far as it's going to give me what it wants. So just got to be patient and disciplined, just organized overall. But this is Bruce Profit signing out.